I'm Perry and I live on a narrowboat. I camp in a transit van that I've recently converted myself and called Tilly Teacup. I have an allotment that I'm not very good at. I weave and do other crafts and have recently become a wedding celebrant. And this is my life in a teacup. This is the queue for the farm shop at Diddley Squat Farm, Jeremy Clarkson's place, and it snakes all the way down through the car park. And apparently it was quite a very long waiting time. So we didn't stop to shop, as it were. Oh, there's Kath with the bun in her hair. But there was a couple of little stalls on the outside of the shop, and this was the bar area. And whilst we didn't go into the bar either, we did buy some sort of bits and pieces. And yes, I wasn't going to be standing in a queue for a long time. I'm not very good at queuing. I don't know about you, but worth a visit, I would say. Yes, as I was saying, we didn't go into the shop. Not for I just wouldn't queue for that amount of time, no matter who I was queuing for. However, I will say it was very well organised. The car park was vast, so there was lots and lots of places to park, lots of people guiding you and telling you, where to go. So in that respect, it was brilliant. I think it's just because it's become so popular, because obviously of the TV programme and everything. The bar area that you saw in that, it was not as crowded, and there were a couple of little stalls in there, and I bought myself some nice lavender oil. It was a man and his wife. They grow their own lavender and make all their own lavender soaps and their oils and things like that, so I bought some of that. Kath bought a Diddley Squat tea towel. She just wanted something to remember the day. But yeah, the queue was enormous. It really was enormous. It was quite funny really, because when we joined we didn't join it, but we parked the car and we thought, well, we'll go and ask what they're queuing for, because it might be for something that we weren't interested in. And there was a couple towards the end of the queue. They were lovely. And Kath said to them, what can I ask what you're queuing for? And they went, we don't actually know. And the woman started, there was a couple like man and wife, or her boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't know. But anyway, the woman started laughing and said, oh, you know what we're like, we're British. We're just like sheep, we'll queue anywhere. Then we sort of went round to the shop and just asked someone who was at the beginning of the queue, waiting to go into the farm shop, how long they'd been queuing. And they'd been queuing for an hour and a half. And they had got there at 9 o'clock, So yeah, it's obviously extremely popular. And it's just that I wouldn't stand in a queue. But obviously because there were hundreds there, hundreds would, and they've all enjoyed the experience. And I wouldn't say don't go. I'm going to try and go back again one day. So that was that. So hello peeps. Breaking with tradition a little bit today. I'll let you into a secret. I know you can't, I don't think you can see it without me spilling it. That's coffee. I just fancied a nice coffee, but I still do like a china cup. Excuse me. Oh, that is nice. So, ta-da! Well, 2 bits of great news. One bit I won't mention because you'll hear it and see it pop up along here. But the other bit of news is I did the wedding. I did it. Yay! To be honest, I've put a little bit alongside here. Now, I don't want to bore you with the whole ceremony. And just as a note, the couple, Jenny and Chris, have kindly said that they were happy with me putting it up on YouTube, so don't worry about that. There's not many people's faces in it anyway, but they were happy for me to do that. So Jenny and Chris, when you see this, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So yeah, I think it went down really well. I was obviously a little bit nervous, but leading up to it, there were a little bit of differences about where people were sitting. So I had to sort of dive in and make sure people sat in the right place. So that gave me a bit of confidence, obviously, then, because I was sort of chatting to people. And it's not that I was nervous. I used to give seminars and all that sort of thing. It's just that it's someone's wedding day, and you're very conscious of the fact that this is so special to them, and they've spent so much money on all the paraphernalia that goes with it, that you really don't want to do something to spoil it. But we wanted to make it fun, and there's quite a bit of laughter in it, you'll see. So yeah, it went really well, and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do once I'd done it, but yeah, I felt very confident. I felt I did it well. People could hear me. Had some giggles in between. And yeah, I'm going to go all out and try and get myself a couple of weddings next year, which will be great. So what else happened this weekend? Like I said, my friend Kath came down, or you saw, because she helped me. She videoed the event for me, only on like a little iPhone. I mean, we're not a big video camera, though she is a photographer by trade. But yeah, so she did a little video for me. Unfortunately, where I put Kath, the photographer kept getting in the way, and because there was so many people. I think there was about 9,900 people there, so it was it wasn't squashed by any stretch of the imagination, and it's a wonderful venue. It's called the Bristol Golf Club, and I want to say hi to Gemma. Hi, Gemma. Said I'd say hello. Hope you thought I did okay. But it's a beautiful venue. It's right. It's not far from a motorway, so if you've got guests travelling, you literally hop off the motorway and it's sort of just there. It stands in acres and acres of golf course. It's beautiful inside. They've spent an awful lot of money on it, and it's a great place for weddings. It really is. I've worked with Gemma and the golf club for about 15 years, I think, 12, 15 years, something like that. Yeah, it's got to be 2011. Yeah, there you go, whatever that was when I first met Gemma. And she's been there all that time, and she's sort of like, the wedding manager. And yeah, I've seen the changes there, and so has Gemma. So yeah, they're a great team. So if anyone out there is looking for a wedding venue in this area, then it's Bristol. They call it the Bristol. I still refer to it as the Bristol Golf and Country Club, because to me, that's what it is. But if you're looking for it online, it's the Bristol. So yeah, there you go. Apart from that, nothing much has happened. I just wanted to show you a little snippet of the wedding and see what I'd like to hear your thoughts and see what you thought. And like I always say, be honest. If you want to tell me you thought I was crap, then say it. If you want to tell me that you think I should do this and what about that. I mean, it's not the whole way. It literally is a couple of minutes, a couple of little sections put together over all of a space of a couple of minutes. Because like I said, I wouldn't want to put the whole wedding on there anyway. And I don't want to bore you with it, because it's not your wedding, is it? It's nobody you know. You're just watching this silly woman on YouTube who's now officially a wedding celebrant. I'll be back in a sec. Our phones off or on silent. And if you're looking for tickets for Oasis, I've already got one.
Let me down.
Everybody ready? Okay. So hello everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank you all on behalf of Jenny and Chris for joining them on this perfect day and in this beautiful space for such an important occasion. Will affirm their commitment to each other before you all, their friends and family. And they have chosen to do this by writing and saying their own vows. Most of you probably know that Jenny and Chris have been together for over 15 years. So I think it's safe to say that they are very sure about the commitment that they make to each other. And I think they understand each other really well. You do, don't you? Yeah, the beautiful family unit that they have created love spending time together and enjoy the outdoors, including most sports. And by all accounts, are very competitive. I've been told that on one occasion, Chris even pushed Jenny over just so he could win the race. Recently though, they have gone through quite a traumatic time. But both of them, with each other's love and support, have made it through, and they stand here today. Jenny and Chris have asked me to take this opportunity to thank every one of you for your love, your support and your friendship that was shown by you all during that time. So a big thank you. Thank you. We will now hear Jenny and Chris say their vows of marriage to each other. Chris, there's your vows, and like I said earlier, no one is watching. It's surprising what one sees when one looks out of one's narrowboat window on a sunny canal day. I'm driving down through Minchinhampton Common in Gloucestershire, and as you can see, there are cows on the road. They have the right to roam and have done since the Middle Ages. Now, you might think, oh, there's not many, but as you drive down just a few hundred yards, the common opens up to this vast area where there are lots and lots more cows and longhorns and Highland cattle, lots of different breeds. It's quite a sight to see, a fabulous place to visit with pubs, etc. So, that was the wedding. The trail of people at Jeremy Clarkson's farm, and a bunch of cows on Minchinhampton Common. Like I said, the common is huge, absolutely huge, and it's well worth a little day trip, especially when the cows are out. They're not out every day, but when they are, it's quite a spectacle because there are quite a few of them just lolling around and munching away on the grass, and it's all quite wonderful and quite country. So on that note, guys, just want to sign off, and I'll see you next time. Have a good week. Bye-bye.